3 events so far this year, 3 monster lakes. And here comes another one. There's a reason the Bassmasters have been here 29 times before. The reason is you can catch them at Guntersville lots of ways. It's a ballpark that the best anglers in the world can't wait to play on. They're ready to compete, rain or shine, with a lot on the line.
Yeah! Oh, man! Never give up! Yeah! Woo!
The Citgo Bassmaster Elite Series Southern Challenge is presented by Berkeley.
The Citgo Bassmaster Elite Series, and welcome to the Southern Challenge. We're in the state of Alabama on Lake Guntersville. Lake Guntersville on the Tennessee River, legendary place. 30th trip for the Bassmasters to Lake Guntersville. All kind of places to find bass here, all kind of ways to catch those bass. We've got a heck of a tournament going on. The Southern Challenge started actually 3 days ago. We started with, as we always do, just over 100 anglers. And today on Championship Day, we're down to 12 anglers who are going to go at it hard. They'll fish for 8 hours, best 5 fish limit, and the best 4-day total will make you the champion of the Southern Challenge. $100,000 on the line. 3 tournaments we've had so far, Mark Zona, 3 explosive fisheries. We got another one coming up.
Lake Guntersville is the ultimate battlefield. When you think of great venues, you know, for golf, you're going to think Augusta. For NASCAR, you think Daytona. Professional fishing is Lake Guntersville. Every time we come here, it's a barn burn.
Absolutely. Got a great playing field, a great ball field for these guys today, and they are raring to go. We got a big, big day of fishing coming up. Some good weather conditions. It's been dicey for 3 days, but today the skies are high, the sun is out, the wind not blowing very hard, and we are just about ready to go. A guy with a great view of the weather because he's up in the middle of it is Jerry McInnes, all strapped in. And I know, Jerry, you are pumped about this cast of characters we have on hand today.
Boy, you are right, Tommy, and I cannot imagine any bass fisherman anywhere on earth that wouldn't trade places with any one of these 12 guys that I'm watching here below me. This is pretty exciting. And looking at your list, boy, what an all-star lineup you have today. But let's just take a close look at the top 4. Iaconelli on top. Guys, we haven't had an Iaconelli sighting for some time now. We have got one today. And for you viewers who've never seen Iaconelli fish, get ready. You can't imagine what will happen the first time he catches a fish, especially if it's a good one. And then look at Kevin VanDam, maybe the best on earth, and Alton Jones right there at the top. They were disqualified in our last event, and here they are, the next event right out of the chute, bam, they're right back up on top again. Takahiro Omori, he slammed the fish yesterday in the last qualifying day, slammed them. And we're going to get a bird's eye view today of how he did that. Okay, I've got a prediction for you guys, Tommy and Zona. I'm going to say I know Iaconelli is winning, and he may win the tournament. I don't know that for sure, but I'm guessing that the lead change will happen 4 times today. We'll have 4 different leaders, and I tell you, of those top 4, I bet you anything at the end of the day, one of them won't be there.
Alton Jones, one of the guys trying to move up and move up quickly. The thing about Guntersville, even in the deep water, in the main part of the lake, the old high bank of the river channel comes within just a few feet of the surface, and that's the kind of place that Alton Jones is looking for.
This is a main river channel ledge. It drops off to 50 right out here, and I'm fishing an edge at 7 on top, and the grass is from about 7 to about 15, and I'm just trying to keep this B.A.S. spinnerbait right on the edge of those weeds. Fish on. It's not very big. A midget. It's a spot. Look at the size of that spotted bass right there. Right on that deep edge of the grass. Now you're not supposed to catch a spotted bass on a 3/4 ounce spinnerbait, slow rolling over the edge of the grass bed. He needs to learn that he's supposed to be on a rock pile somewhere. Did you see how even though he was almost 16 inches, he just laid over on his side and came to the boat? These post-spawn fish are so lethargic after the spawn, they just don't have a lot of energy left to fight. Now the big ones, they'll pull hard just for a minute, But they'll still, by the time you get them beside the boat, they'll just kind of lay over and give up. Hey, you got me, you know. There he is, it's a good one, I think. Oh yeah, there's a keeper. Staying, oh, she's barely hooked. She's just barely hooked. Now I want you to give up like those others do. Okay. That's what we're here for, Lake Guntersville. Game on. Man, this is such a light bite. I haven't felt the fish hit yet. It's like, is that grass? And it just gets heavy. And you pull into it and it swims sideways. 4.
Many lead changes were predicted. Alton Jones making that prediction come true. 4 fish already this morning.
You know it's going to be a good one if we've got a lead change before the very first commercial break.
Mike Iaconelli, we haven't heard so much from him this year. It's been a strange year for him, but he's looking to change all that around. We'll see Iaconelli in action and so much more when we come back to the Southern Challenge at Lake Guntersville.
The Citgo Bassmaster Elite Series Southern Challenge is presented by Berkeley and is brought to you by Citgo and Berkeley.
12 anglers left fishing on this final day, championship day of the Citgo Bassmaster Elite Series Southern Challenge. Legendary Lake Guntersville, just south of Huntsville, Alabama. Mike Iaconelli has pretty much gone Ike through the first 3 days of this tournament. Had the lead starting today, but it's been Alton Jones with 2 good fish already in the boat. He's got the lead now.
Let's talk about another primetime player, Gerald Swindle, the local guy. He was a favorite coming into this event. The biggest thing is when the fish are done spawning, it comes down to 2 things, Sanders: location and bait.
Throw a spinnerbait over this grass, the shad runs with your bait, but a lot of times the fish will hit the shad because it'll be 10 or 15 on your bait and they won't get your bait. You'll see me swing in a minute, about pass out. I lost him. God almighty. Freaking. That's a bass there. Dude, my shoulder muscles is twitching. I'm so fired up. Slow rolling like this, I know what can happen, man. 3 casts, you can have 20 pounds. That's a big one. That's a cat. No, it's a bass. It's a big one. It's a big one, dude. It's a big one. Oh my God, it's a big one. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I still ain't got him, man. No! Yeah! Yeah! Woo! Trailer hook, baby. Trailer hook. Yeah! Come on, Iaconelli. Come on! Damn, I like a 70-year-old man in church and I thought he got his Tic Tacs and ate 4 Viagra. I ain't 6 pounds behind no more.
Biggest credit to that bite right there, a trailer hook. A trailer hook on the back of that spinnerbait, the reason it paid off.
And he ain't behind by a long shot from 9th all the way to 3rd place for Swindle. Another guy making a move, the rookie from Auburn, Alabama, Steve Kennedy. But there we go. We still got Alton Jones in the lead. Mike Iaconelli not very far behind at all. And as promised, it's now time to get out and take a look at Ike. Our 2003 Citgo Bassmaster Classic champ hasn't had a Bassmaster win since '03.
You know, he's definitely fought his demons in the last few months, Sanders.
Mike Iaconelli, of course, had the incident at the Classic down on Lake Toho. Destroyed a little bit of boat equipment right there in a fit of anger. A lot of people took offense to that. Mike didn't think it was such a big deal.
Yeah, he doesn't like transom lights, and I can respect that. But the biggest thing is Lake Guntersville has been great to this kid. This might be the day he turns it all around from the last few months.
Previous tournaments in Lake Guntersville, in fact, twice on Guntersville, Mike Iaconelli has had the lead in the tournament and squandered it all on the final day.
Well, the biggest thing you have right here, he is looking for the outside grass line, Sanders. This time of year, when the fish are done spawning up shallow, they're going to come out to that outside grass line. They're going to fade out there. You need to catch them on reaction baits, crankbaits, spinnerbaits.
Mike Iaconelli had 22 pounds plus, the biggest stringer of this tournament so far.
kind of need to win this tournament. Am I confident back in this? That's a good one to start the day out right there. Oh man, it'll calm me down a little bit. I was just thinking, man, I'm gonna go sight fishing today.
So Mike Iaconelli sits offshore, getting the job done. He has regained his lead in the Southern Challenge.
Most of the guys have done their damage early in the morning. This tournament can either be won or lost before noon today.
Well, there's a lot of fishing left in this championship day. Who's going to endure? Iaconelli, Swindle. Maybe it'll be Alton Jones or Steve Kennedy. We'll be right back. Citgo Bassmaster Elite Series Southern Challenge from Lake Guntersville in Alabama, where a couple of years ago, George Cochran almost bust the 100-pound mark for 4 days of fishing. Last year it was Zell Rowland, just under 90 pounds. Zell Rowland, who incidentally just made the $1 Million Club for Bassmasters. And Mike Iaconelli, our leader right now, if he can hang on, he'll be dangerously close to that $1 million mark as well.
Two guys you have got to keep your eye on right now. The local guys. Who says locals can't catch them? Gerald Swindle, Steve Kennedy. Gerald in third, Steve Kennedy in fourth. They're the guys with the inside knowledge of this lake.
Alton Jones, like Swindle, like Kennedy, doing his damage right now offshore. And Alton Jones currently in second place, but he led this thing the first 2 days.
Well, this has been an early bite out here. You know, we'll be getting a bite or two like that every morning now. There's, ooh, golly. Hammered it and I missed him. Don't set the hook, Alton. Don't set the hook. Don't set the hook. Seems like the way they're biting it, if I jerk on them, I'll miss every single one of them. Got him. It's a good one. Oh, he pulled off. Keeping in contact and very close to that grass is the key, because the bass are just laying down there right on top of it. There's the grass. That's it. Feels just right. There he is. I can't tell if he's big. He's big. About a 3.
Right now, the heavens are shining on Alton Jones. He's got out to his main river spot, and he is butchering the big bass on the river ledge.
Okay. All right. Well, I told my kids I'd catch a good one for each of them. I'll make that one for Jamie. She's my youngest daughter. I've already caught the one for Kristen. Little Alton's is going to be a little bigger than that. And for Jimmy Sue, this is going to be a good one. You know, you got to really be keyed in and fish it right. You can't just tie on a bait and come down through here and they're not biting good enough to really catch them. So I don't think those boats have really hurt me.
Alton Jones is pumped up. He's going now. He's got the good lead, 2.5 pounds. But how long will this offshore action persist?
Like I said, Sanders, somebody could literally come from behind and crack Iaconelli upside the head before noon. Right now, that guy is Alton Jones.
Oh, yeah, he's 15 3/4 inches. So he's number 4. Well, it'll help me a lot to get a limit out here today. When you know they're here, that's the one I want right there. I don't care how long it takes, that's the one I want to go right there. God almighty! I freed him. I freed him. And if you're laughing at home right now and you're watching me, I don't find this funny. Okay? So.
I disagree. I think there's nothing funnier than a crankbait omelet. Just like that one.
Sanders, I gotta agree with that. That kind of looked like my children's bedroom floor every day.
Well, Gerald Swindle obviously looking for something subtle. But the thing you really got to look at here, it's the height of spring wind. You expect people to be up on the bank. There's nobody that we've seen so far within a 1/4 mile of the shoreline.
Yes! Yes! Woo! See, that's what a good instinct could get you right there. Look at that bait. Look how clear it is, and look where he's got it. Look where he's got it at. That's what I'm talking about. Did I just figure something out? He ain't scared. He You ain't messing with no broke, no broke. I ain't saying she a gold digger, but I just saying you ain't messing with no broke, no broke. Get down, boy, go ahead, get down. Change that bait up, what I tell you? Get something I can't see in that grass and hide it from her. There's another right there. Big one.
There is something to pay attention to. He's trying to get a bait that's invisible to the bass, almost like he's sneaking up on him with the lure, Sanders.
All right, invisible to the bass, you mean by that they're sort of camouflage?
They're sort of camouflage. When the shad get in that grass, the shad actually match the color of the grass. That's exactly what Gerald's trying to do.
Making a subtle change like that, is there anything that's a better confidence builder? And Gerald Swindle already today, he's gone from 9th up to 3rd place. What's to stop him from taking over the lead from this point?
That's a 2 1/4. It's a 2 1/4. It's a 2 1/4. That's a 2 1/4. Gonna go straight back up the middle. We need a half a yard, G. We're gonna call on you. I need you to drive in here. Oh, God almighty, come on. You rotten. Oh, Lordy. Oh.
Swindle is definitely into the game, and what a season. We go from 3 tournaments all about spawning fish, bed fishing, to this one which seems to be now all about bait fish.
And when the bass are on bait fish, Kevin VanDam is one of the top guys to beat. You're going to notice something here. Starts every morning in this marina harbor. The biggest key in here, tons of bait fish. Check this out.
That's why it's on in the mornings right there. That's the object of their affection. Lots of shad. I mean, they're just hammering that blades on that spinnerbait. Every time, 1,000 of them coming in with it. They spawn right now this time of year in the mornings. They're spawning on anything hard. They're spawning in the grass. They're spawning on the rocks. So just about everywhere in the lake for the first couple hours, the bass are just gorging themselves on shad. This marina's got a really good hump close to it, so it holds a lot of fish in the area. I've been able to get several bites here the last couple days, so we'll see what happens today.
You want to learn something about spinnerbait, and you watch this guy. If you'll notice something, when he's throwing that spinnerbait near these boat docks, he's literally snapping the tip of his rod. The reason why, he is trying to get those blades to clink together. What it does, it makes that spinnerbait just act a little bit differently, causes a reaction strike. He is a master at this.
Remember, Kevin VanDam, like Alton Jones, did not get to fish the last tournament. Both were disqualified because of a rules infraction involving searching for spawning fish. So both of these guys would love to get the win, probably more than anyone else, to revive their season so far.
One of the most amazing things is both of them in the top 10 right now. That is a huge comeback.
All right, our Rookie of the Year, our top contender so far, Steve Kennedy, when we come back. Also, our Bass Spotter technology, and we got a doozy of a bass for you this week. We're back at the Citgo Bassmaster Elite Series event number 4. This is the Southern Challenge presented by Berkeley. We're at legendary Lake Guntersville, just south of Huntsville, Alabama. Big lake on the Tennessee River chain, and we've got a heck of a tournament going. We started this event, as we do all our events, with just over 100 of the best anglers in the world. Now we're down to 12 for this final day championship competition. Mike Iaconelli was the guy in charge to start the day, but he's faded. Alton Jones and Gerald Swindle had jumped ahead of him on the board.
This is the time of day where Mike has got to be fighting with his own mindset. Every day of the tournament, Sanders, he's been culling by about 8 o'clock. So far, 1 fish in the boat. It's all decisions right now.
That gives you confidence. When you got 5 in the box, you slow down, you know. You've got 1, you're fishing fast, you're nervous. Your mindset's not right.
This Lake Guntersville has gotten inside Mike Iaconelli's head, and it's done that before. Twice on this lake in years past, he's had the lead in this tournament and squandered it on the last day.
Well, you know what? Last year, he even struggled to put a win in the bank. But the one thing about Mike Iaconelli, he does know how to win. You might not tell right here, Sanders, but I really respect what he's doing. He's going for the win instead of running to the bank in a panic and just fishing for numbers. He's trying to catch better than average size bass right now.
In no way has he had a bad season at all. He's finished just outside of the Elite 12 in just about every one of these events so far this year. This time he's cracked through.
Yeah! 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 Yeah!
5-pounder. 5-pounder. You know, to win this tournament, you know, I was going to need 17 or 18 pounds. And I've only got 2 in the box, but they're giants. And I mean, that's the kind of bite you need to win a tournament. This sport is all about decisions. It's all about decisions, and it's about using your emotions and using your instinct. And boy, it's slow today. And 2 times I was in my mind getting ready to leave and went and caught a big fish. It was 2 big fish I caught, and they're keeping me here. Best thing in fishing, the biggest tip you could ever get in fishing is called let the fish talk to you. Let the fish tell you what to do. And they're telling me to stay. I'm gonna stay.
Back and forth with the lead now. Iaconelli a half pound ahead of Alton Jones.
I'll tell you when my bites are coming today. It's actually after I break almost completely free of the grass, and I'm really coming down that deep edge in that 15 foot. And just slowing that bait down. There's one right there. He knocked slack in it. Same thing. I just swing this one in the boat. Another 2-pounder, but he'll make a limit. I believe we'll see a spot. A 2-pounder and a 2-pounder and a 3-pounder and a 4-pounder. That's a limit right there.
Alton Jones just became Mike Iaconelli's biggest nemesis of the morning.
Alton Jones already a limit by 7:30 a.m. We just started at 6 o'clock. That's got to be a huge advantage.
No.
And now over to Steve Kennedy. What a rookie season for this guy. First event of the year, he finishes in 5th place. A couple of events later, 4th place at Santee Cooper in South Carolina.
That was an absolute magical hook set right there.
What is good about this guy? Why is he so perfect at doing what he's doing?
Every time we've seen Steve so far this year, he is doing something different. Unbelievably versatile for a rookie.
With that fish, Steve Kennedy now moves into the 3rd position.
I look like a rookie when I do that.
Steve Kennedy is a monster right now, Sanders. A lot of people say, you know, how good he's doing as a rookie. They need to start talking about the Angler of the Year with this guy.
Oh, he's right up there. And man, is he ever wrecking him in the Toyota Rookie of the Year race if he stays right where he is right now. He's got a 100-point-plus lead over his nearest competitor.
Well, a lot of people are saying, man, for a rookie, how is he catching this many fish? You know, the biggest thing about Steve Kennedy, he's a rookie in this tour, but his name has been in the tournament ring for many years.
Oh, absolutely. He's more than a rookie. That's a good way to put it. Our Bass Spotter technology is in effect again this week at Guntersville. Our bass that we radio tag and watch his movements throughout the course of the tournament and in the weeks previous. Sometimes they're homebodies and Jerry McInnes. Sometimes they take us on a great adventure, right?
Yeah, guys, I've got an adventure for you. You're going to say McInnes made that up. That's not true. This is the doggonest thing we've ever got into tracking one of these fish. Guys, that fish is in the corner of this boat dock right now. This is the same dock that our anglers took off from this morning. Our fish, Bama, I'm calling her Bama. She's about a 3-pounder. We caught her a week ago on the Rip Rap of Highway 431, which is just right across the bay. That leads into Guntersville. Caught her on the edge of Spring Creek. When we turned her loose, she went right back down into about 8 feet of water where we caught her, and then moved out into the creek channel, maybe 2 blocks off the bank. When the tournament started, she moved back to the Rip Rap, below Spring Creek now, but back in 8 feet of water on that Rip Rap once again. Second day of the tournament, here she goes. Comes all the way across this bay, which I'm going to guess is a 1/4 of a mile. She came all the way over here and settled on a little sunken island, which is a textbook place for a fish to come live and spawn. When I came out here this morning, I fully expected to find her right there on that island. That is a perfect place for her to live for several weeks. Nope, she's gone. Got to searching around, and lo and behold, she's right up at the boat dock where the guys took off. This fish has traveled, oh man, I mean, we are right on top of her. Listen to that. That is really something. And this fish has traveled, Tommy, Zona, I'm guessing a half a mile in a very short amount of time. Hit the creek channels, the Rip Raps, the sunken island, and ends up at the boat dock where we take off from. Unbelievable.
And not only that, that boat dock is also for Top of the River Restaurant. Hundreds of people a day on that thing.
And you know what else? McKinnis just made all that stuff
Oh,
up.
he did
That's just
not.
one of his big
110%
pranks. That's
true.
all that is right there. Takahiro Omori. Tak has definitely been a big factor so far in this tournament. What a strange year. It's been what a strange 18 months for Takahiro Omori. Starts the last season by winning the first event and then doesn't even qualify for the Classic. You'll remember that was one of our big shockers leading up to the 2006 Classic, but he's been in the thick of it this year. As a matter of fact, this year, Takahiro Omori is in the top 10 in Angler of the Year points.
Tak's got 2 techniques right now playing for him. Day 3, he looked at almost every bass. He was still sight fishing. One of the last guys in this tournament that caught him sight fishing. Every morning, though, he's gone shallow with a crankbait. When he cannot look down into that grass, he's cranking real shallow. We got Mike Iaconelli fishing deep. This guy right here is cranking shallow.
Takahiro, of course, our 2004 Citgo Bassmaster Classic champ. 2002, he had himself a top 10 finish right here at Lake Guntersville.
Tak is just an unbelievable grass fisherman. When we were on Toho, he whacked him. When you go to Rayburn, he whacks him. If you're in grass, Takahiro's going to catch him.
All right, so much more fishing yet to come from this Southern Challenge at Lake Guntersville. Alton Jones, the man of the hour right now with a big lead over Mike Iaconelli. But can Iaconelli come back? He said in years past here on Lake Guntersville, he made the mistake of sticking with what got him to the finals and then didn't make a change on the final day. Will he turn that philosophy around? What's going to happen when we come back? Well, stick around.
There it is.
The Citgo Bassmaster Elite Series. This is our 4th stop of the year. This is the Southern Challenge from legendary Lake Guntersville here in Alabama on the Tennessee River. This is championship day, final day action. And look at the 2 names at the top of the leaderboard. Alton Jones in the lead, Mike Iaconelli right behind him. Iaconelli started with the lead on this championship day, but Alton Jones has been the man who's been on a tear. Iaconelli has had his problems on Lake Guntersville before, closing the deal. Can he get it done today?
Mike's got to put a tourniquet on the bleeding right now, man. Alton Jones, the biggest thing about Alton, he is sitting out on that ledge. Sooner or later, when you're ledge fishing on Lake Guntersville, you're going to catch a big one.
There's one. Doesn't feel big. Yeah, it is too. It's big.
Well, if in fact it is big, and if Alton Jones can get it in the boat, this will be huge for Jones. This will give him a significant pad, a lead over Mike Iaconelli.
That'll help right there. That one will help. Tell you what I'm gonna do here.
Okay, Alton Jones now with a limit, still got the lead. He's out there fishing offshore, and as he told us, he is fishing grass lines. Why don't we take a look at our Citgo Bass Eye View and see that Mike Iaconelli doing basically the same thing, right?
Sanders, this is great stuff. Mike Iaconelli is doing typical structure fishing for this time of year. He's not real shallow. He's out on an outside grass line. These grass lines are not as straight as an arrow. They've got a bunch of little notches and points. When he catches one, you'll notice on the outside grass line, boom, he'll throw the marker buoy out and then just start seining the area.
All right, now you are the collector. You have gotten a lure from every one of these anglers here. I'm proud of you.
I did some more reconnaissance. You'll see that the spinnerbait played for these guys during the week. But one of the biggest things, the structure guys, Mike Iaconelli using a crankbait, throwing that crankbait out, getting it down in that grass, purposely getting it hung up, then he'll crack it out of the grass. That's when he'll get the bite.
Those offshore structure guys, will they stay out there all day?
No, it seems that every day at about 10 or 11 o'clock, they'll start fading up shallower. Kevin VanDam, he's first one starting it today.
You know, I've been fishing these spawning areas and just not doing very well. I can't see the beds, the water's too dirty. I threw that swim bait and caught a short one, and these clouds came in, and I know even though this water's pretty clear that I can get them to bite a spinnerbait if there's just a little bit of wind like this or cloud cover. So I just put on a real natural colored spinnerbait. You know, when you got confidence in something and you know you start thinking about something, you just gotta go with it. I mean, that thought popped in my head and I just immediately sat down, rigged up this bait. Don't think about it for a half hour, just change.
Here's something we haven't hit on today. Kevin VanDam has 3 top 10s this year, Sanders. All 3 top 10s, he's employed a spinnerbait. You rarely see that anymore in tournaments.
I'm obliged to say this because it happens in every tournament. Here we go. You never can count out Kevin VanDam. Look at that one. That catch right there moves him from 6th place all the way up to 4th. Don't count out Kevin VanDam.
Got a little bit of cloud cover. Put on a little smoky shad spinnerbait and it's on. 4-pounder.
So, VanDam now in 4th place over to 2nd place, Mike Iaconelli. 4 pounds behind Alton Jones, and he's made his move. He said he would do this. He's got some shallow fish, some sight fish scoped out. Let's see if he can catch one of them.
I left one about 2.5, 3 pounds back here the first day. At that point, I knew I didn't need that fish, so I decided to leave it. We'll see. I don't know if that was the right decision or not. We'll find out. Yep, she's catchable. God, she's so ready. Shorten the bait up, let's shorten the bait up. Let's see. Shorten the bait up, break it off right there. Turn on short bait. Big one. Big one. Ah! In the mouth. Ah! Ah! Fry garter, baby! Fry garter on a French fry! Ah! Ah! I literally cut a 4-inch bait in half and made it 2 inches. Modification on the fly. That's key. Ah! Let's go. Let's go. Yeah! That was bad. That was bad. I'm bad. I'm bad. I'm a bad dude. I'm a bad dude, man. That one's gonna help big time. Takes a little pressure off.
Yeah, Mike thinks he's bad. Well, you know what, Sanders? I think you're bad.
Yeah, but I'm bad in like the other sense of the word. Now check it out. Alton Jones and Mike Iaconelli just got a little fishing left. It's down to these 2 guys. Alton Jones DQ'd from the last event. Mike Iaconelli hasn't won since the Classic in 2003, and they'll battle it out when we come back.
You're bad.
Ah! That was bad. That was bad.
The Citgo Bassmaster Elite Series final moments of our Southern Challenge. You're on Lake Guntersville, just south of Huntsville, Alabama. Take a look at the top 2 names on that leaderboard. It's pretty much down to those 2 guys. Alton Jones, who was disqualified from our last event. He'd love a win here. And Mike Iaconelli, the superstar, who hasn't had a win since the 2003 Citgo Bassmaster Classic. Iaconelli started the day with the lead, but it's been Alton Jones who's had the upper hand so far on this final day's action. We're fishing 12 guys on this final day, this 4th day of competition, including Yusuke Miyazaki. It's the first time this season we have seen this Japanese angler in the Elite 12. Dean Rojas, on the other hand, has been in every Elite 12 so far this season. That's remarkable. He's having a great year. Timmy Horton, one of the favorites from just up the road in Florence, Alabama, has had a tough final day.
You knew Jeff Reynolds from Oklahoma was going to catch him. He was talking it all week. He got in the heavy cover, sight fished the entire week. Let's talk about the pit bull from Missouri, Mark Tucker. Sanders, we haven't seen much of Mark since the Classic. He came back raging this week. Edwin, after what he did on this lake last year, you knew he was going to whack him this week.
All right, championship on the line. And Mike Iaconelli has now added a 4th fish. He's almost to his limit. Still 1.5 pounds back of Alton Jones. Time is running out for both of these anglers on this championship day.
Hour left. Come on. Come on, one more fish and this is mine. Come on, Lord, help me out. I want to work hard till the very end. Come on. One more fish. Yeah, I'm in this right there. That fish gives me an outside chance even if I don't catch another one. I don't want an outside chance. I want this one bad. I want this one bad. I want this one more than I want any other tournament in my life, man. Ah, come on. Big bed right there. Come on. God.
One big bass right now by Alton Jones will put the final nail in Mike Iaconelli's tournament.
This is a nail biter. We got 20 minutes left.
There we go. That's not a white. That's a bigger fish. It's got to be a bass. It's a bass. He's coming up. He's coming up. It's a big one. Oh, gosh. Oh, no. Oh, man. Oh, over 6 pounds. That's all right. If he's here, there could be another one. See the size of that one?
That bass right there that Alton Jones had hooked would have put the whole tournament away for him. 5 minutes left, Mike Iaconelli's judgment day.
Don't move. Don't move, Stevie. I found him. Don't move. I got him. I got him. This is the one. Come on, please. Eat it.
Got him! Got him! Got him! That's the win. It's the winning fish. Come on, Mike. Don't mess this one up. Ah! Yeah! Ah! Ah! Oh my God! Did that just happen, dude? Dude, did that just happen? I'm losing my mind. Where'd I put the? Where'd I put the? Oh God! Ah! 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 Let's get out of here! I know this is cliche. Never give up. Never give up! Yeah! Woo! Yeah! 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 This tournament means a lot to me. You know, the last couple months for me have been real trying. I mean, there's been a lot of controversy. Some stuff happened. And, you know, I love this sport. I'm passionate about it. And I just wanted to get back to fishing. And this one means a lot. I want this one more than I wanted any other tournament in my life. Even the Classic, I swear. Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
Iaconelli ties it up with the final cast. But remember, all our weights are unofficial, so this is why we'll have a weigh-in. And when we have the weigh-in, coming up, we'll find out if it's Iaconelli who exercises his demons. Trouble in years past at Guntersville, the rough start to the season at the Classic. Or will it be Alton Jones, DQ'd from the last event, trying to turn things around? We'll decide it all when we come back to Guntersville.
I know this is cliche. Never give up. Never give up! Yeah! Woo! Yeah! Yeah!
The Citgo Bassmaster Elite Series Southern Challenge is presented by Berkeley and is brought to you by Citgo and Berkeley.
We're back in Guntersville, Alabama, the Southern Challenge, and we are ready to decide things here at the weigh-in, right here on the field where the Guntersville Wildcats play their football. We're getting ready to weigh them in. In fact, it's in progress. And so far, the guys with disappointing days, Timmy Horton with just 2 fish. Same story for Dean Rojas. Yusuke Miyazaki disappointed as well. The guys with better days, Mark Tucker, 10 pounds and 14 ounces. Edwin Ebert's good limit, 11-12. But Gerald Swindle, the man in the hot seat now with 15 pounds, 15 ounces on this final day of competition.
No, how you feeling about your chances to hold on to the top? 66.5, will that do it?
I don't think so, but we're going to watch while I'm not going to leave. Do they make me?
Jeff Reynolds of Ida Bell, Oklahoma, had high hopes for today. The big limit on day 3, but disappointment for him as well. Only 5 pounds and 5 ounces. Gerald Swindle still in the hot seat, and now the third of the 3 Alabama anglers in this Elite 12. Steve Kennedy, who's wrecking them in the Rookie of the Year race, coming up to the stage.
Swindle ain't smiling right now. 17 pounds, 9 ounces.
And he's got it 17-9 for Steve Kennedy. He's now in the hot seat. Well, coming up next, he missed the action at the last event, but he's ready for some revenge today. Kevin VanDam ready to weigh him in.
14 pounds, 8 ounces.
Oh, only 14.8. So Kevin VanDam in second place. Steve Kennedy stays in the hot seat with 3 left. Coming up next, the 2004 Classic champ from Emory, Texas, Takahiro Omori.
You need 15 pounds and 15 ounces. Let's see what he's got. T.O. looking to move to the top spot. 12 pounds even.
Oh, only 4 fish, 12 pounds even for Takahiro Omori. It's still Steve Kennedy here in Guntersville. Now Alton Jones. He led this tournament on days 1 and 2. Of course, he had to sit out the last event over in South Carolina, but a win here would make up for that in a big way.
14 pounds and 15 ounces will move you to the top spot. Come on, Trip. 17 pounds and an ounce.
Alton Jones, 17 pounds and 1 ounce. He unseats Steve Kennedy, and he's got 1 more angler left to go. Michael Iaconelli, the 2003 Citgo Bassmaster Classic champion.
Iaconelli with 56.10 needs 15 pounds and 2 ounces. He has a limit, but I see a 4-ounce fish share penalty that just might make this interesting. 15-2. 15-2 to take the lead away from Alton Jones. 15 pounds!
15 pounds, 3 ounces. He takes it from Alton Jones by 2 ounces. He didn't think he had enough, but Mike Iaconelli is the champion of the Southern Challenge. And that's what you call giving the people what they want, taking the bass closer to the fans. Mike Iaconelli wraps it up here in Guntersville.
Come on, Ike, let's get those fish back up here. Congratulations, brother.
Woo! Yeah! I tell you, I had an amazing week. I love Lake Guntersville. It's been a real trying year for me so far, starting at the Classic. You know, and I want to thank my family, I want to thank my sponsors, but most of all, I want to thank the fans for sticking by me. I love this sport!
Mike Iaconelli been kind of quiet until today.
Yes, today was Mike Iaconelli's redemption, definitely.
Mike Iaconelli, with that win, pulls within $40,000 of being in the $1 Million Club with the Bassmasters. Did you know that?
Yeah, and guess what else? It also moved him 3rd place in the Citgo Angler of the Year race. Leading it right now, Dean Rojas, 2nd place, Greg Hackney.
All right, Pure Later Big Bass.
2 tournaments in a row. The guy is on fire. Kelly Jordan catches a 7-1.
How about our co-angler champion, Hadley Cohen, C-O-A-N of Huntsville, Alabama. The first 4 letters are also the first 4 letters of co-angler. That never happened.
That was on fire.
That's pretty good stuff right there. Toyota Horizon Award for the most improved angler, Denny Brower, is on track to win the Horizon Award. The Bush Shootout would take the top 10 single-day weights from our Elite Series season, and Mike Iaconelli with the 22 pounds and 1 ounce on day 3 of this tournament just sneaks into that one.
I'm still recovering from that cone co-angler reference right there, Sanders.
Well, while you're recovering, let's take a look at our majors. Our majors, those 50-men field, $250,000 to the winner. First one coming up from Fort Worth, Texas, Eagle Mountain Lake.
Yes.
These are the guys who have qualified. 10 of them on the basis of their all-time money winnings right there. Ken Cook, the man on on the bubble, but a good ways back. But take a look at the bubble, guys, as far as points. These are cumulative points, 2004, 05, and 06. Well, Randy Howell, Charlie Hartley, Yusuke Miyazaki, they're in for now. But right beneath them, Stephen Browning, Brooks Rogers, Kotaro Kiriyama. And our fantasy points, we can't leave that out. Take a look at, God!
No,
What? That's a typo, right?
Sanders, you know what? I'm just going to do it. I want to apologize to you and the fans of fantasy fishing. I have played like trash.
Well said, my man. I know you're rebuilding right now as we speak.
Everybody,
All right,
Sanders.
fired everybody. Let's take a look now at Clark Seal. Speaking of fantasy, who's your fantasy big pick for Clark Seal?
Does it even matter anymore?
Well, it does. It does. You're coming back.
You know what? I'm going to go with Iaconelli.
All right. Terry Scroggins. I'm picking up Terry. I'm keeping him on my team.
I'll change my pick and take yours. How's
Good
that sound?
idea. Clark Seal Reservoir. Clark Seal Reservoir next time on the Citgo Bassmaster Elite Series. We'll see you then.
God!
No! Yeah! Oh, man! Never give up! Yeah! 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 Yeah!
This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. For more, log on to Bassmaster.com.
I'm a bad dude, man.